Maayong aga sa atong tanan. It's a very beautiful Monday morning. Kag diri naman kita nagapalayag na naman ang isa ka episode sang isyong bakuna, ang talakayan, online talakayan sang Department of Health, Western Visayas Center for Health Development, kaupod ang Philippine Information Agency Region 6. We are already on our 8th episode. Imagine that. Dibawas kita sang pila ka episodes na for the past few weeks, and we are getting interesting, very informative kag naga-provide kita sang timely, accurate kag relevant information sa aton public regarding COVID-19 and COVID-19 vaccination. Kag for this episode, bago na naman ang aton mangin kaupod from another island here in Western Visayas. Before ko kumustahon, of course, ang star doctor nga si Doc Jane. Mga musta ko anay sa akong bago nga partner for this week. Easter Antosa from PIA Negros Occidental. Ann, kumusta dira sa Bacolod?
Good morning, Mr. Pineda, Sir Leonard. Good morning, Doc Jane. So far, so good. The weather is fine. Dugin welcome gid ang aton episode this morning.
Okay. Kag maayo kag subong nga adlaw no magahatag man si Easter Ann sang updates regarding sa pag-roll out sang vaccination dira sa Negros Occidental. Doc Jane, kumusta ikaw? Kumusta ang imo weekend? Nakapahuway bala?
Yes, good morning, Sir Leonard and Ma'am Ann, and good morning, Western Visayas. We're happy again, no, that ari naman kita sa isa ka episode sang aton nga isyong bakuna. Well, for the weekend, siyempre, work until nga maubos naton pagwa ang tanan naton nga bakuna, kag maka-achieve kita, no, sang 100% vaccination. So, again, good morning everyone from the Department of Health, Western Visayas, CHD.
Of course, good morning Doc Jane. Siyempre no, dugay ko na nga lagi na sa pakang imo trademark nga headband. Kumusta naman na no? Padayon ng atong beautification program despite sang aton pag-roll out sang vaccination kag despite sa imo busy nga schedule. Okay, we are streamed on the FB page sang Department of Health Western Visayas CHD nga Facebook page, also sa PIA Region 6 nga FB page, as well as the provincial pages sang PIA. And we're happy nga nagasupport sa aton programa because we're also aired sa Kalibo Cable Television. Imagine, no, sa una gina-stream lang kita online, but this time may nagasupport na kag-air sang aton episode on community channels sang Kalibo CTV kag Buena Vista, also Buena Vista Cable Television Incorporated kag sa Panay broadband channel. So hopefully basi sa Negros or sa Bacolod may ma-encourage kita nga mag-air man sa aton episode sa ila community channels. Perhaps we can work on that. Okay. So
Let's work it out, sir.
Yes, definitely. Okay, so for this episode, no, it's very timely nga iga-discuss ni Doc Jane ang Oxford Astrazeneca vaccines. Kay we know nga sang last week, no, March 10, no, if I'm correct, yeah, it's March 10 sa nag-arrive diri ang first batch sang AstraZeneca vaccines diri sa Region 6, particularly diri sa Iloilo. Kag nag-umpisa naman ang pag-roll out kag paggamit sa sininga brand nga vaccine. But we cannot deny man nga there are issues nga nag-crop up this past few days, and it's very appropriate nga maghatag kita sang understanding kag maghatag kita sang enlightenment through the discussion of Doc Jane this morning. No, we will be able to know more about this vaccine. You know, ako sang last year pa, no, 1 year ago, I've been, kumbaga, ginabantayan ko gini ang umpisa pag-produce sa sining vaccine, no, pag-conceptualize pa lang through the efforts ng duwa ka scientists from Oxford University, namely si Dr. Andy Pollard kag si Dr. Sarah Gilbert. And, you know, we have been expect sang sining vaccine since last year, no, sang December, I believe, if I'm wrong, sang nagumpisa nga paggamit sa sining vaccine. But today's discussion, we would learn more about the information surrounding this particular brand of vaccine. Ano ba lang Oxford Astrazeneca COVID-19 vaccine? Ano ang priority group for this brand of vaccine? Ano ang hindi recommended no nga magkuha sa sining vaccine, and so on and so forth. So let's start our discussion, Doc Jane. No? Ano bala, no? Give us the backgrounder kung ano ang Oxford AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine kag paano ini nagumpisa.
Yes, good morning once again, everyone, Ma'am Ana and Sir Leonard, no? So I think balaan man nato no that the AstraZeneca or the CHAD-OX1 recombinant referred to AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine was developed in the United Kingdom, no? And the Philippines granted sang iya nga emergency use authorization last January 28, 2021 following no sang recommendation man nga ginubra sang aton nga mga vaccine expert panel as well as those under the Health Technology Assessment Council sang Philippines last February 8, 2021. So siguro pabalo naton that the AstraZeneca vaccine, so isa lang man naka virus man ang ginhalinan niya, which is our COVID-19 virus, the original gid nga virus no sang COVID-19, which is the SARS-CoV-2. And then ginkuha ang iya nga S protein or ang ara sa spike, no? We recall ang structure sang aton nga COVID-19 vaccine or sang aton nga SARS-CoV-2 virus, may mga spikes na siya or may mga corona na siya. So that S protein was taken and was combined, no? It is called recombinant. Gin-combine na siya upod sa isa ka chimpanzee adenovirus, which is replication deficient already. So meaning this virus has no capability of replicating inside the body, but it will induce the necessary nga immune response para nga kita man mismo makamount sang immunity against the COVID-19 virus naton.
Okay. Doc, for this particular virus, for this particular vaccine, no, kay yung gasdud sa uto ko bala ang pag-ubla sining it was taken from the common cold virus, right, no? Pag you mentioned from chimpanzees. But anyway, moving forward, ano ang priority group sang nga paghahatagan sang sining brand o vaccine?
Yeah, for our, in particular, for AstraZeneca natin na vaccine, this is recommended for persons eligible 18 years old and above. So kung makita natin sa mga gina-advertise natin diri sa Department of Health, we strongly recommend no ang aton nga AstraZeneca for our senior citizens 60 years old and above because hindi sila yung maka-avail sa aton nga Sinovac, which is only good for 18 to 59 years old naton. That's why AstraZeneca, mas dako gawa ang iya age range because it can cover 60 years old and above.
All right. So for sa mga healthcare workers nga senior citizens na no, so this is the recommended nga brand of vaccine. Okay. And my question ka from your end?
Yes, Sir Leonard. No? Doc Jane, good morning. Kung may ara kita, Doc Jane, recommended nga group, may ara man nga grupo nga hindi naton gina-recommend ang AstraZeneca nga vaccines, Doc Jane?
Well, so far, ang aton nga AstraZeneca is not recommended again for those nga less than 18 years old. And also, those group naton that naka-experience ng severe allergic reaction sa aton nga first nga dose. As we all know, ang aton nga AstraZeneca, it contains the polyethylene glycol and the polysorbate, which can trigger allergic reaction. So, ang ining duha ka substance are very familiar no sa mga laxatives na gina-take naton usually during mga colorectal na mga surgeries or may mga procedures kita that requires nga tinlo ang ilang intestine no may mga ginapainom na sila nga mga laxatives. So those laxatives contain the polyethylene glycol or your PEG and or ang aton nga polysorbate. So this might trigger allergic reaction also to our recipients ng aton nga AstraZeneca.
Okay. Doc, no, although sang last Friday sa discussion ni Dr. Celis, she mentioned that wala problema ang mga pregnant women kung gusto nila magpabakuna. Pero syempre ginasuggest magyapon to check with their doctors. What about for AstraZeneca vaccine? No? Should pregnant women also avail sang sining brand sang bakuna?
Yeah, for pregnancy, this is not a contraindicated vaccine, no? Sa may ara makita nga mga bakuna nga ginahatag sa mga nagabusong naton. But it is taken, no, or it is given with precaution. So as much as possible, we avoid giving the vaccine sa nauna nga 3 ka bulan sa iya nga pagbusong, wherein very critical ang iyang formation, no, sang aton nga fetus. So as of now, wala pa sang kadam-an nga mga studies nga naga-establish ang sang pwede nga maging effects ini. So limited pagawa ang data on pregnant women. But as far as the vaccinology, no, ang pagpurma sa aton nga mga vaccine is concerned, so far it is recommended, or meaning hindi siya contraindicated, no, for our pregnant women. But again, it should be taken with precaution, and those interested natin ng mga pregnant women for AstraZeneca should likewise consult man, no, sang ilaman nga mga respective doctors, attending physicians, or OB-GYN naton para nga ma-advisean sila sang maayo before taking the vaccine.
All right. Okay. Yes, Anne?
Yes, Sir Leonard, no, medyo may idea na kita, Doc Jane, sang dosage siya sang Sinovac. Ano naman niya, Doc Jane, ang recommended dosage natin for AstraZeneca?
Yeah, for our AstraZeneca, it is also given at 0.5 ml intramuscular. So meaning sa muscles man gyapon, ang posisyon sang aton dagom diretso gyapon, no, sa nagatuon sa aton either wala or tuo nga butkon, whichever is familiar or safe or parang non-dominant hand sang aton nga client nga nagapabakuna. And at the same time, we have to remember, no, compared to Sinovac, which is a single dose vial, ang ato naman yung AstraZeneca is a multi-dose vial, which means sa isa ka vial niya may pulo tanan ka doses. Sa pulo ka doses, that can be given to exactly, no, to 10 persons. But sometimes we might experience wastage, so makaiguanin na is ang mga 8 to 9 persons ang matagaan sa isa naton ka vial. The remaining vial, no, the remaining nga unod sang isina nga vial, kung hindi na siya makaigo sa 0.5, we totally discard the whole vial with the content, no, sa sina nga aton nga remaining nga dose nga hindi na makalabot sa 0.5. And at the same time, we have also to remember that if the whole vial is not consumed, it should be discarded after 6 hours once we open it, no? So meaning, after 6 hours, hindi na natin siya magamit kung na-open na natin ang aton nga vial.
Is it the same sa Sinovac that ang paghatag sang first kag second dose should be given 28 days apart, correct?
Yeah. For AstraZeneca, compared to Sinovac, which is given at an interval of 0 and 28 days, for AstraZeneca, it's 0 and then between 4 to 12 weeks, no? 4 to 12 weeks. That is roughly 12 to 28 days to 84. 12 times, ano siya, no? 12 times 7, that's 84 days. But the recommended dose, no, the recommended natin nga ginpagwa natin sa Department of Health sa Philippines, as much as possible, we should give the second dose before, no, the 32nd day, or meaning on the 8th week, dapat nahatag na natin ang aton nga second dose for our AstraZeneca.
Doc, sorry, may explanation na mas madugay ang intervals
Well,
AstraZeneca as compared to Sinovac?
Yeah, I think it matters with the way sang technology nga ginagamit natin, no? As you can see, ang aton nga Sinovac is an inactivated nga virus, wherein ang aton naman yung AstraZeneca is a replicating, non-replicating viral vector ang iyang gingamit. So I think it comes with the technology nga nakita sa study nga lain man ang effect kung inactivated ang virus as compared to this AstraZeneca nga ang ginagamit niya is non-replicating viral vector naton. So with that nakita sa study that it can be given even after no sang aton nga 4 weeks, which is ang maximum na set. As for now, sang aton nga AstraZeneca manufacturer is 12 weeks.
And how safe is the AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine, and how efficacious is the said vaccine?
Well, for the study, no, sang aton nga AstraZeneca, ang aton nga efficacy for severe, no, preventing severe and critical is also at 100%. No, so mataas man ini ang iyang efficacy to prevent severe and critical. But on the average, they have seen in the studies that 90 to 94% ang iyang man nga efficacy.
Dugang kita nga questions from your end, Miss Anne?
Yes, Sir Leonard, no. Doc, question lang, kaya may emergent subong sa pag-unga variants, is this AstraZeneca still effective sa pag-unga variant to?
Well, the WHO and those nga in charge no sa pag-develop sa mga vaccines naton, though wala pa man sila sang may nakitaan nga makaapekto nga variant no sa effectivity or efficacy sang aton nga vaccine. So meaning, they have just identified that some of the COVID-19 variants might be highly transmissible as compared sa nauna gid or sa mother nga variant sang aton nga SARS-CoV-2. But in terms of affecting the current vaccines natin nga may ara kita, so far, no, wala pa man sing may nakitaan nga naga-apekto sini, which means the current available vaccine is still effective for our SARS-CoV-2.
Okay. Doc, no, pardon if I need to raise this concern kay syempre nagpagawa naman sang regarding sa issue, particularly sa what's taking place in Europe regarding sa effect daw no, hindi pa man siya gani klaro kung sa vaccine gid man naghalin ang reason why nag-occur ang blood clotting for some na nag-receive ng vaccine, but can you please clarify regarding this concern, no?
Yeah, I think siguro may ara kita balaan ginatawag nga mga adverse events of special interest. I think we have also discussed that in the earlier at naton nga mga yung bakuna naton nga mga session or episode. And I think ay nakita siguro nga may nagatuhaw nga mga blood clotting problems with some of the vaccinees. But I think the European countries also declared that they have not yet established the causality. So for them, kay damo naging man nabakunahan niya sa ila sa AstraZeneca as compared dito sa Philippines, of which 200,000 doses lang man gani ang nabatan pa man natin subong. And we have not yet seen any of these problems no nga nagagwa among our vaccinees since nag-start pa lang kita sa aton rollout. But under the guidance of the FDA, WHO, and DOH, I think wala pa man no sang instruction to hold no ang aton nga vaccination of AstraZeneca. So the government still finds it that the benefits of vaccinating outweighs the risk of having this ang mga blood clotting problems, wherein wala pa man sang causality assessment or wala pa man established nga related gate sa vaccination sang AstraZeneca.
Okay, so I think that clear things regarding the usage of COVID-19 vaccine here in the region. Doc, we know that was it last month, no? Sang din-deliver diri ang AstraZeneca vaccines diri mismo sa pungsod, no? COVAX played a important role no sa delivery sang vaccine. Can you pwede mo siya ma-discuss kung ano ang naging bahin sa COVAX no sa delivery sang vaccines diri sa Pilipinas, particularly no about World Health Organization man?
Yeah, we know that the COVAX facility is the one nga reassign no or reallocate or distribute sang aton nga mga vaccines donated by several manufacturers. So sila ang nag-determine sa readiness ng isa ka country or even sa capability sa isa ka country to handle specific vaccines for COVID-19. So for AstraZeneca, more or less 400,000 plus doses were provided no diri sa atin sa Philippines as a start dose no sang aton nga AstraZeneca. And the COVAX team is very clear no that while they are providing the donated naton nga mga vaccines, the country really need to stick no sa aton nga prioritization framework. Wherein no ang aton nga with the limited or with the scarcity of our supply right now, the AstraZeneca is being delivered to all our level 3 facilities kasi lagid mismo ang mga COVID accepting or COVID referral facilities naton and targeting our senior citizen healthcare workers because as of the moment, this is the only available vaccine that is available for them kamat nga maproteksyonan man natin sila.
Thank you so much, Doc Jane. No? Definitely, this episode provided us a comprehensive background kag sang impormasyon nga dapat mahibaluan sang aton tumalanaw diri sa isyung bakuna. Before ako mag-proceed kay Doc Jane and her updates regarding sa COVID-19 vaccination diri sa region, I'm pretty sure nga si Ann no, may updates man dira sa Negros Occidental kag sa Bacolod City regarding sa rollout sang vaccination. Ann?
Yes, Sir Leonard. Thank you, Gidno. Doc Jane na bato nagali sang Bacolod City ang 312 ka AstraZeneca nga vaccines no. And sang weekend, sang Saturday lang naka-vaccinate kita sang 4 ka mga medical doctors kag 5 ka barangay health workers. And so far so good, wala man sang any adverse effect sa ila. Wala man may nabalita nga kung ano magkit nga effect sa ila no. So nakasugod na kita roll out yes ang AstraZeneca diri sa Bacolod City. And as of March 11, according sa ato na Emergency Operations Center no, naka-vaccinate na ang Bacolod City sang 1,909. No, so far so ma-update pa ni siya kay as what Doc Jane had said no nang sige-sige ang ubra even weekend sige-sige aton pagbakuna. And for Negros Occidental naman, we were graced by Secretary Vince Dizon ang atong testing SAR sang last week man, late last week. So from there, nagsige man roll out ang province of Negros Occidental. And sticking gid sa aton nga direction no nga unahon gid priority ang aton mga active medical frontliners. So amo lang na subong update naton Sir Leonard diri sa Negros Occidental kag Bacolod City.
Thank you, Ano, for sharing the succeeding episodes ng isyong bakuna. Mas madamo po kita nga mahatag na information as we go along with the rollouts ng vaccine in our respective areas. Meanwhile, sa iba naman nga parte sa Western Visayas, speaking of weekends, ang baling ano, sige-sige gyapon ang pag-inoculate sang doses ng vaccine. No? Kagapon na complete na sang Iloilo City Government ang first dose sang 610 ka vaccines for medical frontliners. While for Aklan naman, no, for the 3-day rollout nila from March 10 to 12, a total of 1,228 ka frontliners kag healthcare workers naman ang nabakunahan. Kag sa bahay naman sa Antique, no, na-miss nyo man si Lizelle, no, kay siya ang nagahatag updates on Antique. Nag-message sa akong kagina kag hambalya according sa ila Provincial Health Office, a total of 873 ka mga frontliners na ang nag-undergo sang vaccination last week. Okay. So on the part naman sang Department of
Sir
Health.
Leonard, ma-interrupt
Yes.
lang ako kadali Sir
Yes.
Leonard. Basi maakigan kita sang Corazon Locsin Montalibano Memorial
Okay,
Regional
sure. Go
Hospital.
ahead. Go ahead.
No, according sa aton Public Affairs and Information Officer, no, sang Friday pa lang na-hit na nila ang 900 nila nga target for
Okay,
vaccination.
that's good news. Yes, on the part naman sang Department of Health, Western Visayas Center for Health Development, for sure may updates kita from Doc Jane Juanico.
Yes, no. So as of March 14, 2021, 9 p.m. bulletin of the Department of Health, Western Visayas CHD, may ara na kita sang total of distributed nga vaccines for the first dose, 18,580. So that is already 100% of the Sinovac doses received ang na-distribute naton. and 5,000 doses of AstraZeneca also distributed no sa aton nga 20 ka priority health facilities, of which no sa aton nga napanagtag nga 23,580 tanan ka total doses. May ara nakita sa nabakunahan sa Sinovac nga 13,171 and 743 for our AstraZeneca, for a total of 13,915 healthcare worker all over Western Visayas vaccinated no for our COVID-19 disease. And gusto lang naman ipaalinton man no when in virtue of transparency also sa ating reporting, we have received a total of 158 adverse events following sang aton nga vaccination, of which 148 are mild events, while we also received 10 serious events. But we are happy no nga ang tanan nga 158 naton ka adverse events following immunization sa COVID-19 were all discharged alive and ambulatory. So these are just minor lang gid katama nga mga symptoms compared no sa possibly nila ma-experiencehan kung sila matapuan gid sang tugtuod nga COVID-19 virus naton. So thank you Sir Leonard and Ma'am Ann.
Okay. Thank you so much, Doc Jane. For sure, no, ang ating mga media partners nagabantay man na sang updates naton diri sa isyong bakuna. But nevertheless, no, we're happy that the vaccine rollout has started, no. But just to provide you, no, the importance also of maintaining or adhering to minimum health standards, allow me lang to read excerpts some statement ni Secretary Galvez, ang aton vaccine czar. He mentioned we must also keep in mind that the vaccine program will not put an immediate end to the health crisis. No? We must learn to live with the virus until it is totally eradicated. So risk avoidance must therefore be part of our line of defense. In order for us to fully reopen the economy, we must not forget the most important lesson we have learned over the past year, that is, we cannot be complacent. Therefore, we must still continue to strictly adhere to minimum health standards and community quarantine protocols. So that's part ng statement na ginpagwa ni Secretary Carlito Galvez, ang aton chief sang National Task Force Against COVID-19. Of course, to cap our episode today, siyempre ang mensahe ni Doc Jane Juanico for today's episode. Doc Jane?
Yeah, I think Sir Leonard and Ma'am Anno, padayon lang gyapon ang aton nga pagpakampanya with the benefits no of the COVID-19 vaccination, as well as no the risk of not vaccinating, kung ano ang mga pwedeng mga matabo no if people are not vaccinated. So we expect and we hope that we will achieve our herd immunity soon with the coming of the vaccines, kabay pang sa aton nga natun-an sa adlaw-adlaw nga episode sa aton isyong bakuna, kabay nga masalagan kita kag maging pahanumdum ini sa aton that we are not only doing this for ourselves, for our family, but for the common public good. With this, good morning everyone.
Good morning, Doc Jane. And Anne, parting message for today's episode, because I know we will still see each other for the next 2 episodes this week.
Yes, no, thank you Sir Leonard. No, I think damo na sang proof no, damo na sa aton medical doctors and nurses and frontliners nga nabakunahan. So there's no need to fear nga magpabakuna, no. So kung kita tani gani Sir Leonard matagaan sa opportunity no, go dayon.
Go gidayon, mapabakuna gid kita. Wala sang duwa-duwa.
That's true.
Okay. Thank you so much, Anne. No? See you on Wednesday again for another episode sang isyong bakuna. Maging exciting. Ako ga-look forward man ako sa episode sa Wednesday, because we will have as resource persons ang mga nabakunahan na. So we will be they will be sharing their testimonials sang ila experience after taking the vaccines, no, sang sila ni ang mga first few healthcare workers from Western Visayas Medical Center na mag-share sang ila experiences regarding COVID-19 vaccine, also to engage people and to encourage people to have themselves vaccinated in the future. Of course, we would like to thank, give me this opportunity also no to thank Dr. Pauline Sason sa Kalibo TV nga Kalibo Cable Television nga wala nagduwa-duwa naghatag dayon sang slot sa isyong bakuna para ma-air siya sa ilang community channel. And of course, Sir Antonio Siluriques sang Buena Vista Cable Television dito sa Antique and also Panay Broadband Channel. Okay, so ginakulapos na kita sang oras diri sa isyong bakuna. We know that 30 minutes is quite short for a discussion which is very timely, accurate, and relevant. And we know that this is the time wherein we need to empower our citizens with the information they need so that once they would make that crucial decision in the future, particularly for the mass vaccination that we are looking forward to, they would be able to make an informed and empowered decision. So with that, we would like to thank our media partners who continuously hambal gani gin-message ako ni Alma do nagdamo pagid ang aton followers, damo viewers ta subong an Doc Jane.
Yes.
We deserve a pat at the back for continuing this initiative. Of course, ang Department of Health Western Visayas Center for Health Development sa pagpanguna ni Dr. Regional Director Dr. Emilia Munisimpo kag sang Philippine Information Agency Region 6 ang aton OIC Regional Head si Ma'am Hemin Guillermo. Okay, so dira nagatapos ang isa naman ka episode sang isyong bakuna ang online talakayan sang DOH, WBCHD kag sang PIA6. Kag kita nagahapahanom dom nga diri sa Western Visayas
Ari na ang res bakuna.
Ang res bakuna.
Kasangga.
sang bida. Okay. See you on Wednesday, everyone. Thank you for viewing.
Thank you, Doc Jane.
Thank you, Anne. Thank you, Doc Jane.